Alright
I'm s-
guys, Retro Django here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have Kaneda on our show. We are going to talk about Scooby-Doo. How are you? Welcome back, Kaneda.
All right. Look, I just got back from Brazil. I'm super excited to be here. Got all my votes tallied. We're good.
You spend all the money in Brazil?
Oh, they love it. They love me down there. Who knew? Who
Oh,
knew?
oh man, it's good. It's good. It's good to have you back. Alright, so yesterday we saw gameplay video of Scooby-Doo from Spooky.
Yes.
What do you think? Do you like it?
Yeah, look, I'm super happy to see that Friday night video, right? We all were expecting something in January and they
Yeah.
delivered.
They,
And, I think a lot of good will come out of that video Friday night. What do you think?
it was a surprise. You hit
Yeah.
me up. You hit me up. You were like, I think there will be a video in about 10 minutes. And you guessed right. 10 minutes later, bam, a video came out. And I was excited. It's cool. I mean, we have been waiting for about a month now or something like that. But in general, it was okay. But you know how I feel. So let's just dive in and talk about this new beautiful pin. First
Right.
of all, artwork. I think it's very colorful. The playfield looks nice. Uh, Combined with lighting, it's really well programmed. I
Yeah.
like the light effects. The looks of it is beautiful. What do
You
you
know what
think?
it is, Cengiz, with artwork now? I think we're at the point when a game looks really good, you almost don't even notice it because you don't want to change it. It's only when the art's crappy that you're like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
wish the art was better." So like I'm looking at it right now and it's really nice. It's really you got all the characters, it's very colorful. You got all the villains or the bad people like surrounding that witch with the orb and then you've got the
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo characters by the flippers. I like the fact that all the inserts are like with different fonts that are campy and
Oh.
fun, like Scooby Doo. It's all there. Like, there's nothing, you don't look at this game and be like, I wish it looked differently. I think they really nailed the art package.
Yeah, the inserts in the middle, I really like them. Big inserts reminds me of Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Big inserts there, beautiful. But I like them, and I also like the shoot here targets at the middle of the playfield. So everything was like this. What I mean, if you remember back when they released video of Halloween, I didn't know what was going on the coding part. On this video, the first like 10 minutes, you
I'm gonna
have
keep
got yellow hair now.
I'm gonna
The
keep
first
changing my
like
hair
10
color.
minutes, I was like, the code was really well done. Uh, I could see you have to shoot these three targets, and you have to do this 5 times, and you can see your progress, how many times you hit to unveil the mask. Really nice done. I mean, the coder, he's done it. I liked it, man. I was impressed.
Yeah. A plus on artwork. Looks good. Captain looks great. Wouldn't change a thing.
Absolutely, man. Next thing I want to talk to you about. Now, you like the theme, right?
Yeah. Grew up
Yeah,
with Who didn't grow up with Scooby Doo? Love the theme.
I didn't.
They
I didn't.
didn't have Scooby Doo in Denmark?
There were some Scooby Doo in Denmark, but wasn't that popular here, man. I mean, I remember watching He-Man. I watched Inspector Gadget. I watched stuff like that. Not Scooby Doo. I watched it in some German channels, and I didn't know German back then, so it was like, so the theme does nothing for me. But to be objective, theme integration is really well done. But when I, if we talk about the audio, when I experienced this video and I listened to this audio, it was like, yes, sure, it worked in the television series, but not in a pinball machine. I was like, play something else.
I
Until
think you're
the
wrong. I think you're wrong. And you and I get in this argument all the time.
yeah, yeah,
This is Scooby Doo music. This is Scooby Doo callouts. And like, so you can't have like Metallica music playing during Scooby Doo pinball. I think they nailed the music. I think the only gripe I've heard, and I kind of agree, that the theme song doesn't kick in right away when you start the game. I think the theme song happens when you get to the mystery van multi ball.
yeah.
So I guess you have to determine, right? If we have a theme song and it's really fun, but it could get really annoying, how often do we play it, right? So I think that's why they might have buried it a little bit
Yeah.
into the game. So every time you start, you're not just ready to, close your ears because you can't stand hearing Scooby Doo, where are you, like
Yeah,
over and over and over again.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Um,
just think about starting a new game every time, bam, and that music just goes on and on. I don't want to mention other pinball machines now, but music like that can really be irritating. But the music that was programmed that ran with the game, it's not like James Bond where it was the same all the time. I know they will update that, but I don't know, man.
Here's the thing too
I
about
just
this,
think
and
the
this
music
is
didn't work.
yeah, but here's also, you got to remember this, and this is super important to remember with a stream. You don't really get the music or the call outs coming at you at the right volume whatsoever, right? And I will
Yeah.
say this, having owned a spooky Rick and Morty, Spooky's sound systems are usually really, really good and very, very loud, sometimes to a fault where the sounds are too loud and the whole thing is, rattling the glass. But I think when
Oh,
you stand over
yeah.
this machine, it's going to sound much better than it's coming through right now with the
Yeah.
stream. You just can't capture music with a stream as you can when you're standing in front of the game.
How about the callouts?
I love it. I love the 5 character selection, and then each game you're hearing from that character. I love that approach. I really do. I don't think I've seen another game in recent memory where that's been the case, where the call outs actually shift to be the character you're playing. I think it's very well done.
Okay. So you like the artwork, you like the sound, you like the
Yeah.
callouts. How about the shots?
Yeah, I'm looking at the playfield right now, and it's a fan layout, so I think it's going
Yeah.
to be probably the most easy to shoot spooky game to date. Some of their games are brutal,
Yeah.
don't have much flow,
Rick and
or are
Morty.
Rick and Morty, or they're Brickfest, right? And
Breakfast. Yeah. Yeah.
I think this game is going to be really, really easy to shoot, easy to find the shots, and I think from a layout standpoint, I can't tell yet after watching the stream, am I going to love it or am I going to get bored of it over time? I think that's still the main question I have, or the mystery, if you will, of this game.
Oh.
Will you still be excited to hit these shots right after you play it 100 times? I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I need to jump on one.
So you're thinking about long ball times.
Yeah, I mean, like we saw the video, right? They didn't
Yeah.
they didn't hit an outlane in 15 minutes.
Yeah. What's the
So I don't
kid's
know.
name? What was the kid's
Bug,
name? Bug.
bug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like the first 10 or 15 minutes he was playing his one ball game, and that's a given. He's the designer of the game. He has maybe played for 100, 200, 500 hours with this layout. It's just like that when Elvin plays his games. It's a
yeah.
given. But the other guys, when they played, they had long ball times also.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of left to right movement that's throwing the ball into the out lane very often. And so I think, they might be able to increase the slingshot power to maybe create more out lane drains, but
Yeah.
it's really a geometry thing. I mean, that's what it comes down to is there enough moments in the game, right, where the ball's pathway is heading towards that out lane with enough velocity? Because I didn't even really see them nudging the machine that much, and
No.
I'm
No.
I'm worried when like Jack Danger gets on this thing, he
Yeah.
might have like a 50-minute game,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so like I don't
It
know,
has
but
this sling at the upper middle. I thought
yeah,
that sling will make some chaos, but it didn't, man. It just hit there and to the other side. So it looks like a long ball game. Now, that's not a bad thing. I mean,
yeah,
then we have some. I mean, it's not a stern thing. It's not a competition players game. But I think in a home environment, it's a great welcome. And it feels like the coder can make the game a bit harder. It feels like
yeah.
the coding. What's his DJ code?
DJ, yeah. Well, and that's what they said. So like you sort of can get to the modes and enter the different mysteries, but then there's all these side quests. And I think that's
Yeah.
important in this game because I think one of the issues with Toy Story that people noticed is you kind of can easily get through the whole game if you're a good player, and then it's just the same game over again. Like you
Yeah.
just go, you get to like round 2, that's the same as round 1. But I think in this game, it sounds like there might be a lot of variety with all those side quests that could keep it interesting and keep people engaged. Because replay value is really important
Yeah.
when you're going to drop 10 G's on a game. So I think we'll see.
I want to say something that every spooky pinball fan will hate to hear. Okay. I'm going to talk about 20 years of pinball playing experience here. Okay. So, it looks beautiful. And if you like the theme, the audio part is good. Okay. The code is well done. It will be better next year, yes. But, okay. The important part, it's a fan layout. So you don't get this I'm hitting ramp feeling satisfactions. No, you are getting these loop shots, and loop shots are the most lame shots in pinball, just like the Stern Star Wars loop shots. So you have these loop shots, okay, and then you have the upper playfield, and the upper playfield is a big playfield. You have to have a lot of fun there. When you enter the upper playfield, you don't hit a scoop and that VOC will put the ball up. No, they have copied like Whitewater, so you hit and in one continuous hit it will go up to the upper playfield. Real nice. When the ball enters the upper playfield, the huge issue is there's like no gravity up there. It feels like the upper playfield doesn't have that 7% of what's that called?
The slant?
Yeah, downgrade of 7%
Right.
like the rest of the playfield. So the ball is just so slow up in that upper playfield. The flippers on the upper playfield is just
But
so
it's
weak.
gotta have the same slant as the lower playfield,
No, it
no?
doesn't. Look at the video. Start the
Oh,
video now. It feels like every
I kn-
time the ball gets up to the upper playfield,
yeah.
the ball just rolls in slow motion. Those flippers, they're so weak. They have to be weak because they have to hit 2 inches further away. But it's so slow. So that upper playfield was so boring. They have to tilt it more down. They look at the video. They need more speed up there.
Yeah,
I was
well, it's hard to tell the angle of it or the slant, if you will,
just
from a
look
bird's
at
eye
the
view
speed.
down.
Just look
I
at the
can't.
speed of the ball
Yeah, no, I
when it's
know.
up
I'm
there.
gonna play it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
actually have.
I was
Yeah.
like, something is wrong. When Keith Elwin watched that, the designer he could just see, okay, it's coded well, but something's off at that upper playfield. Just check it out. Now this can be a prototype thing.
What do you mean? Keith Elwin played it?
No. When Keith Elwin watched the video, he was thinking, what's going on up at that upper
Oh,
playfield?
where did he say that?
Nowhere. I'm guessing it.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't
Yes,
put
I
words
can.
in.
Yes, I can.
You know,
He
you're at
was
look.
thinking
I've taken a lot of
detective.
liberties over the years with my
Yeah.
show and making assumptions and speculate. You can't put words in the mouth of Keith Elwin as that's what he's thinking when I'm watching the upper playfield right now,
Yeah, and
and
it's in
it is
slow
like,
motion.
yeah, that
It's
looks
in
like the
slow
ball.
motion. Come on, look at it.
I don't know. I think you're being a
Oh,
little.
yes, it is.
I look. I don't think it's a bad thing. You can't have the speed of the. I think looking at
It's
what
a
they're
bad.
going for with the bookcase and the there's looks like there's a lot of shots up there.
Yeah,
Um,
but it's so
I
slow.
think what they're going for is once you get the ball up there, you
Yeah,
want to have some time up there a little bit. I never liked upper playfields where the ball is always like up there for like a fraction of a second. Like I feel like Game of Thrones upper playfields like that. It's like it's up there, then it's off, and then
Uh,
even Pirates of the Caribbean. I love the rocking ship, but
yeah,
when it falls off the right side, it's just I
yeah.
don't know. This thing
It
feels a little bit
it's
more like
so
I want to see
slow.
some of those magnetic hands. I want to.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
It
was
does.
disappointed at that upper playfield. It was slow.
It
Look
is
at the
slow. I
flipper.
mean, I'm watching it now. It like
Yeah,
the ball
yeah.
does sort of like
Yeah. Every
it almost.
designer that watched that, when you call George Gomez, he will say, "Oh, it's just
Yeah,
so
yeah.
slow
Okay.
up there.
We
The
we
flippers are so weak up there."
this this is your opinion. You're not allowed to project your opinion onto George Gomez's feelings on this
Just
game.
call him and ask.
Okay. So, but I think you bring up a point, Cengiz, is like you still need to play this thing. Like
Yes.
coming out of the 40-minute video, I
Yeah.
think people who ordered one are excited. I think they saw a lot of
Yeah.
good Scooby-Doo stuff they're gonna like. I still think you need to play it though. I mean, I'm looking
Exactly.
at this like I can't wait to play it on location. I can't wait to TPF to play it.
You gonna
Um,
buy it? You wanna buy one?
no, 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 no. I know. I look. I've just committed to a super expensive
Yeah.
Batman SLE. I need to buy a house. I need to buy more adult things. So I'm probably not going to buy another new inbox this year. If I did buy a new inbox this year, it's going to have to be a dream theme and just a game that takes my money because I'm not able to resist the game.
Oh
For
yeah.
this game, I think people who love Scooby-Doo and want this game, I think they're going to be happy. It's not going to make it into my tiny little collection right now.
What did it cost? 9,000, right? The
Yeah, this
middle,
game's
the
yeah, the game's I
middle
think it's
one.
89.99 I think is the middle tier and then you can
Okay.
add the butter cabinet and the CE I think is 10,000 with
Does the
all
C have
included.
another other stuff on the playfield, or is it the same
Um,
playfield?
the CE, the Bloodsucker, and the Collector's Edition come with all the sculpts, I believe. The
Okay.
Standard Edition, which they haven't shown yet, which is going
No,
to be
I
interesting,
okay, okay.
because there's a lot of sculpts in this game, and when they remove those sculpts, I think this
Yeah,
game is going to look
yeah.
really weird. And
Very right.
I don't think they want to sell any Standard Editions. The pricing is pretty
What's the
smart. I mean,
price difference? Do you remember that for the
yeah.
standard?
So we'll pull it up. I think the standard is I want to say like $7,000. So it's like their pro version of the game.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 7,500. But I think what Spooky's doing, and it's smart. This is a smart marketing move. You know me. I'm a marketer by
Yeah,
trade.
yeah, yeah.
They want to make as many collector's editions as they can. They want as many butter cabinet orders as they can get. So I think they'll end up making around I would say like 1,500 of the 1,969s will be collector's editions. I think they'll make a few hundred of the bloodsuckers, and only a handful of people out there who have no business buying pinball machines will buy the standard edition, right? Or
Yeah,
they're going to be
yeah.
for operators who don't care about all the sculpts, who just want
And
to put,
that
something on the
bottle
floor.
cabinet got what 100 or 200 more expensive, right? I don't know.
400 more. I
400
think,
more.
yeah, I think it went from 1,000 to 1,400.
Okay, okay. I hope it holds the resale value. I don't know, but as you
I will say
just
this. I owned a butter cabinet.
yeah,
It's
looks
gorgeous. It is
beautiful.
the
Yeah,
best finish on a cabinet you can have
looks
by
beautiful.
far. You can wax the damn thing. You can wax it. But here's the thing, only get the butter cabinet if this game will be on the outside of your row of machines. It makes no point to get it if you're going to put it like your Guns N'
Like
Roses is
there.
behind you.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any
yeah.
sense. Whenever I see people with LEs just jammed into a lineup, I'm like, what's the point? Like,
Yeah. That's why when I talk about art, I always say to some people says art is important. I'm like, I don't see the sides. I don't care. The back glass, I look at it when I drain. When it comes out the bonus, then I look at the back glass. Oh, nice. And the playfield art, that's important. I mean, and
yeah.
coin door art on the 60th edition of James Bond. It's so beautiful.
Oh my God. Jen, don't even.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
I kind
oh,
of
sorry.
forgot. I forgot that game is coming out.
Next week should be out. But yes,
Yeah.
I mean, theme integration on this one. If I want to buy it, the theme says nothing to me. No, so it's really nothing for me. And the layout, fan layout, and the Oppo playfield, I think this one they played in the video. I think it's some sort of prototype. I can't imagine they will ship out games where the Oppo playfield is
It's
in
not a
slow
prototype. They're
motion.
not changing
They
the angle.
can't.
That's not. This is it,
They
man.
have
The
to.
game's in production. This is it.
They need to put something at the backside of the Oppo playfield, put in some washers there, and make it a bit higher at the backside, so it will have a better angle and it will be a bit faster.
I think you're being overly critical. I think you need to play it.
Ah,
I think you have no idea what it's like, the sensation of
the
playing it
flippers
yet.
up there, they're just so weak. What's going on? Just
Well,
look at the video.
you said it. It's there. You're shooting targets that are so close to those flippers that
Yeah,
they want to make it. Maybe you have a little bit more control. I mean, look at the
maybe.
Guns N' Roses upper playfield behind you. Like that's a good example. Like every time I'm up there, everything happens so fast. You're off that thing quickly, like it's boom, boom, bang, bang.
Maybe
You're out.
maybe I have played too much Dirt. Maybe I love the speed. I mean, Mandalorian upper playfield, bam, bam, you drop the ball.
Yeah,
It goes
yeah.
so fast. I like the speed, and this game, this week I made a video where I installed those precision flippers. Everything is on maximum. I love the speed. I
Yeah.
need the speed. But maybe this game is made for the, as we said at the beginning of the video, for home collectors that wants
I
more
think
time,
this
more
game is meant for the
initiative.
whole family. I really mean it when
Yeah,
I say when I saw this game, I think that's the main takeaway I had. I think this game is going to do what Toy Story 4 didn't do, and I think what this game's going to do is be appealing to everyone in the family. Your wife could jump on this game, your kid could jump on it.
yeah.
And the reason why I say it's going to be more appealing than Toy Story 4 is that it's not just like Scooby-Doo 4, it's Scooby-Doo. you know, and like you're gonna get everything you want. And I think the biggest thing we didn't really talk about it is where the code is at. The code is at a really good place
Yeah,
day one.
yeah,
I love the coding in the game. I love the clips from the show. I love the way the fonts, you can read everything. It's
yeah.
you know I love the meters and the timed
Oh yeah,
modes. The
yeah.
meter on the side, like your fear
Exactly.
meter. It's
And
cool stuff.
the light show,
Yeah.
beautiful, and you know where to shoot. I love that aspect of it. You know what to go for. It was really well done. The thing I'm thinking about. My brother is a seller here in distro here in Denmark. I know
Hmm.
all the pinball companies. Most of them they tell us we can't get parts, we can't build, we can't we need this, we need that, and the prices are going up, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like Spooky, they have parts, they can build, they can deliver, and their prices. I mean, they're selling white body games now, and
Hmm.
it's under 10K. Something is off. I mean, how can they do it and others can't?
Well, they're not ripping us off. That's why.
Is that it?
That's it. Stern Pinball raised their prices by 40% in 2 years. That's ripping people off. The cost of materials, the cost of operations did not go up for them 40%. Look, people forget Godzilla LE, 10,500, right?
Yeah, yeah.
James Bond, 13,000. Like, what happened? Where? Where? Godzilla arguably has more in it.
Do you think it was maybe because of the license was
No,
expensive?
because Venom's going to be 13. There's no way they're going to lower the price.
They have to lower the price.
They can't. They
Bond
can't.
didn't sell out. They have to learn
They
from it.
can't. I'll tell you.
They have to do
What?
it.
No one's going to do it. All these companies painted themselves into a price corner. Because think about it. If you bought James Bond for 13 and then they lower the price, I mean, that's going to piss off everyone who paid 13. The same thing with Toy Story 4 for 15 for the CE. There's no way they're going to lower the price on the next game.
They could just say James Bond's theme was very expensive. Now this one is.
Yeah, look.
Now we can sell it for
Should they?
10,000.
Cengiz, should they lower the price? Yes. My
Yes.
thing is they won't because I
But they
think
didn't
they're
sell out, man. They didn't sell out. They have to learn. You know the world economy, how you're in marketing. You know what's up.
yeah.
I mean,
No,
everything
I
will
think
crash.
that they might have to because ultimately there's not going
They
to
have to.
be a lot of enthusiasm for $13,000 LEs, $10,000 premiums, which is I mean this when I say it. The real Trojan horse in the pinball industry was all of these LEs were meant to simply jack the price of the premium up to over 10 grand with
For a
tax.
premium.
It's
For a
ridiculous.
premium.
It's an unlimited made machine. And then you see these clowns on Pinside trying to sell their premiums of stuff for $13,000 just because it's not on the line right now. They're going to make premiums for the next 5 years of every
Yeah.
single hot title.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. But I think it feels like if you come back to this one, because we can
Yeah.
talk about this for an hour.
I'm
But
watching the gameplay. Let's talk about two things I want to talk about. Is there enough side to side movement, right? Is there enough happening with those drop targets on the left side? Because I
no,
don't see that being
no.
such an emphasis.
I was thinking
And
about those
second
drop.
question for you. Is this game missing a major does it need a major mech? And I'm thinking about like the Elvira house. I'm thinking about the T-Rex. That's the only thing that I think is still missing for me is like, where's that
I mean,
major interactive mech in the
yeah,
game?
yeah. I mean, under the design, they have thought about the upper play field being that major mag with that magnets. You're hitting
Hmm.
something that's really bright up there, something from the show. I don't know what it is, but I think that was their main mech or what you want to
Right.
call it. It's not really a mech. Yeah, it's something. But again, for me, it's slow, man. It just doesn't work as it is right now. You have a lot of love for it. It's okay, but
So it's a bash toy. It's
yeah,
Cutler.
it's a very slow bash toy where everything is in slow motion. Also,
Yeah.
you love that flipper on the upper left side.
The bookcase flipper.
Yeah, you can push the ball at the and it goes in slow motion. I thought something was wrong with my TV first time, and one of them said, "I love this shot." It was like, yeah, no, major fail. It
Right.
needs to have power. I love that stuff. It was just too slow for me. And when the ball is down, then you have your loops. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
I also think the other thing that I could see again for people who enjoy flow and gameplay,
Yeah.
do you lose sight of the ball on almost every shot? Because it seems like it goes under that upper playfield on almost every single shot. So you're not really, you're going to constantly
Take the
miss the
ball up
ball.
there.
Your line of sight, yeah, the ball's disappearing underneath that
Yeah.
monster upper playfield. I think you'll adjust to it for sure, and you'll get, you'll start to know, like, okay, I shoot here, it loops around to here, but that's just something again, I can't tell from this angle because it might not be as bad when you're standing at a normal player's perspective.
I don't know why when I watched this video I was thinking about Whitewater because you have the lock and you have a lock in this the van shot where you lock bam the loops I hit the loops and that continuous that just you shoot and it goes up to the upper playfield. I like that, but in Whitewater when you have the ball up there you flip like crazy because you want to hit
Yeah.
those ramps. There's so much and
You're
you
gonna have
lose
to
the
get over
ball.
this. You're gonna have to get
Yeah.
over this upper playfield speed. We know. We know.
Yeah, it's just it's a major fail, and that I mean the only thing that I have it's shots and design, and I'm telling you, call Keith Elwin, he will say the same.
No, he won't pick up. I mean, he won't. If I call him, he's not picking up. But
I'm gonna
maybe
call
if you
him and
call
I'm
him,
gonna
yeah,
talk. He's gonna say something is off there. You have to angle it a bit down. You need more powerful stern flippers. It's just, but other than that, I'm thinking about you're getting a lot for your money here, under about 9,000 for a white body. It doesn't have it's not filled with major mechs. I thought the boss would, the van would be there like in Turtles, but it is what it is. They have really put their money on that upper play field, and the upper play field doesn't work. I'm so sorry because
what
spooky
do you mean
fans,
it doesn't work? I
it
think
doesn't
you're
work.
being again. That's doesn't work equals broken. It works. It
No,
might not.
no, not.
It might not work to your liking, but that's
Yeah,
not. It's incorrect to say it doesn't work. It's
it's
functioning.
so slow. Yeah, it's functioning, but it's a fail. Okay, let's call it a fail then. It's a fail.
No, it's
It's a
not.
it's made by an
It's too
amateur
early. Look,
designer.
I think it's too early for anybody to indict this game to that level. I also think it's too early for some people to be like, "You knocked it out of the park. It's a masterpiece."
Yeah.
So you get
Oh,
both of those ends of the.
the code is
Well,
good.
there's
Lights
a
are good.
yeah. Well, like there's always the desire by people who bought this machine already with a non-refundable deposit. So for them to overly praise it on a level that is a little bit hyperbolic at this stage for what they've seen, but it's all right. Like this is pinball. I always want to say this. I want people to be happy like
Yeah,
the
of course.
Scooby-Doo buyers are, right? I don't
They
want,
spent
this,
10,000. They have to be,
but no, but
whoa.
like we went 2022 was really defined by a lot of unhappy pinball buyers. A lot of people got burned. A lot of
You
people
got
were
burned.
underwhelmed. I did. Well, a lot of us did. I just
Yeah,
think that,
yeah,
and you could see
yeah.
it in the 2022 games. Like there's a lot of underwhelming feeling coming from 2022. I think Scooby Doo being the first game of 2023 is great. I think it's setting a positive tone. I think it's raising people's expectations for what they can get for around $9,000 to $10,000. And I think the other manufacturers are paying attention to stuff like this, because this is no longer just
Yeah,
250 games. This is almost 2,000 games they're taking, and putting into the world and taking all that money. And so if you're American Pinball, you're watching this being like, we need to get this damn Galactic Tank Space Force David Fix mustache Jurassic Park hat game out. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is it? Like, those people who just bought Spooky are probably not going to go run and buy the next AP because they just bought a game.
yeah, yeah.
Jersey Jack number 8 is around the corner too.
You said that. I didn't.
February. No, it's
Yeah,
coming out in
you
February.
said it.
No, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, it's on the line, man. The thing is, what's the dad's name in Spooky?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Chuck.
Chuck is gonna watch this video and he's gonna say, "That dude from Denmark, he's right. We need more power on the upper plate."
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yes,
He's gonna say,
he's gonna say,
I
I'm
just
right.
made a few $1,000,000, and that guy made nothing but
I think he
350.
cares. He
He's gonna say
cares.
Cengiz got 357 views on YouTube, and I just made $357,000 on non-refundable deposits today. That's what he's gonna say.
I think they will change it. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. It's gonna be so powerful when we
They're
get
not gonna change it. The game's okay. But this is good. Like, this is really good. This is a good start to the year. We have a lot of stuff coming out between now and Texas Pinball Festival. And I think we're going to see new American Pinball, new Jersey Jack, a new Chicago Gaming Company game. Lots happening in a short period of time. And I'll tell you what also is happening, a global economic recession. So you got to give
Bingo.
people good bang for the buck like this.
Yeah, and I think American Pinball is gonna deliver this time. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. They
I
just
know
need to
you.
get it out, though. They need to get it out.
Yeah, I mean, last time it was like they should come out in December, but delays and delays, part shortage. That's what
It's
all
going
the
to be
companies are saying.
Nordman's going to deliver. Franchi's going to deliver I think it's going to be stunning. I think it's going to be a stunning game, and I don't think we're going to be asking where's the major mech in a Dennis Nordman game.
Okay, so to end this video, I just want to ask you if you rate it from 1 to 10. We're gonna make some reviews of gameplays and all sort of stuff. I'm looking forward to it. But we had this 40 minutes of video. If you rate it, not buy it, Mr. Gucci, just rate it from 1 to 10. From that
Well,
video.
look, I know when you're wearing this, your sweatshirt and your slides match,
Yeah.
your scores matter more. 1 to
Gucci
10.
porn
Wait,
star.
just overall, like on a
Overall,
scale
yeah,
of 1
from
to
the video.
yeah, I
Because
would give this.
you haven't flipped
Yeah,
it. I mean,
I give this game in 8.5.
8.5.
8. I'll give it an 8. I think
Okay.
it's an 8, and I think it checks a lot of the box. I think that's a good score. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
it's hard to score like that though, because there's things I think are a 10, and there's things that I think might be a 5. So I don't know. If we're gonna do reviews though, we can't fall into the trap of everything as a B- or a B. And that's like because I would legitimately give a game like Toy Story would be like a C- D.
On
So
the same scale where you gave this 8. Well,
I would give a Toy Story 4 like a 6.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
if I should give this one, I would give it 6.5.
Okay. All right. Well, again, it's
That's
weird
how I
scoring.
feel.
It's weird scoring a first impression like this. I would love.
Yeah.
We're gonna play these games. We're
Yeah.
gonna see how they are when we're in front of them. And again, it's a toy meant to be played, not a video meant to be critiqued.
Yeah. If you play it at Jack Bar, do it the same way you did with the live video on Halloween.
Yeah.
When you showed us everything, the rattling glass, the multi-bar, everything.
The multi-bar.
Yeah.
I got them. Yeah. Kaneda forced them to redo their playfields.
Yeah, and I will force them to redo that upper play field.
Yeah, they're not going to do it. They're not. It doesn't make any
They
sense.
have to do it. I was falling asleep. I was like, something is wrong here, man. Every time the ball's up there, it's just in slow mo. Something is wrong. Something is off.
I can't tell if the Scooby-Doo, the light, the Scooby-Doo collar with the SD, if that
Yeah.
insert, if the light is
Oh, no.
also, I don't
Oh
know. I
no!
don't know. I don't
Oh
know if it's
no!
like
Another Mujiba!
is the light a diamond or is it not? Is it cut right? I don't know. No, I'm not. I'll find something. I always find something. You know, these companies really should hire me before they go into full scale production. Be like, Chris,
You always
Kaneda,
say that.
what is anything off here?
Come
Like
and
is some
visit Wisconsin and just take a
yeah,
look for an
look, it's a
hour.
lot cheaper to fly me to Benton, Wisconsin to do a
Yeah.
once over. I'll sign the NDA, but I'll find something.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
You're
All
you're
right.
you're a critic. All
Yeah.
right, brother. I really enjoyed this. Thank you for joining me here. When we play the game, let's revisit. Maybe the upper playfield will be much faster, and maybe I will fall in love with this Scooby. Where are you? Music. Maybe I will change it to an 8. I don't know. One thing I know, they're building these games and they're priced right. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
really delivering, so we have to show respect.
They're also I want to just end with this. They're a very transparent company, and I
Yeah.
like that. I love seeing the passion of the crew when they were playing,
Oh,
and you know,
that was
they
the
need to
best part.
yeah, they need to call Haggis Pinball and show them how to work a video camera and photos because you can actually show people production too. Like it's called doing your customers right.
Those shoes that was hiding
It
under
was
the.
Marty, man. It was Marty. It was Marty in the corner. We saw his feet. Like
It was.
it's
What
like
was
it's
it?
production.
No words. What was it? Was
Yeah.
it no words?
Hashtag no words. And then it was like months went by, and I was like hashtag 5 Twippies.
A year went by, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best part in that video was actually those 4 guys. Their level of enthusiasm. It was so cool. They were Buck. He was getting beard and is he 20 now? It was so cool. He was so energetic and whoa man, you do this and always when he were explaining something, he was like, and on the upcoming code, it's gonna be this
Yeah.
that. I
You know
was
what it
like, what's
is?
going on?
It's
Yeah,
one thing in life, and I'm gonna leave on this note.
yeah. you're
It
you're flying, my friend.
yeah, it's called there I go. It's
Bye
called
bye, Kaneda.
yeah, when you do what you love, you don't work a day in your life, and that
I
is what
take
those
this
four
serious.
guys felt. Like this is great. This is great. This is like this is me. This is how I'm gonna need to get into TPF because they're gonna try to ban me again.
You jumped off the plane. Oh, you're
Yeah,
gonna land in Brazil now. I can
right.
see it.
Cengiz, always a pleasure. We'll do this again
Yeah,
soon, my
yeah,
friend.
yeah. Have a great day, my friend. And
All right.
I'm sure you will call me at 1 o'clock at night again. Have a great day out there. Bye.